Historically significant things that happened on March 16th. March 16th is a day defined by pioneering leaps in propulsion and the intellectual foundations of modern governance, anchored by the 1926 launch of Robert Goddard's first liquid-fuel rocket, which ignited the era of space exploration. It is a date that honors the birth of James Madison, 1751, the primary architect of the U.S. Constitution, and the 1789 birth of physicist Georg Simon Ohm, whose discovery of Ohm's law remains a fundamental pillar for every engineer and technician today. From the 1802 establishment of West Point as a dedicated training center for the U.S. Corps of Engineers to the first-ever spacecraft docking during the 1966 Gemini 8 mission, March 16th serves as a historic bridge between the structural rigors of the past and the high-tech frontiers of the future. Let us look at the significant historical events of March 16th, categorized by cultural, educational, financial, physical/mental/relational health, political, professional, social, spiritual, and scientific and technological points of view. Historically significant things that happened on March 16th. From cultural point of view, Psycho premieres, 1960. Alfred Hitchcock's psychological horror masterpiece premiered, changing the landscape of cinema and slasher tropes forever. The Scarlet Letter, published 1850. Nathaniel Hawthorne's classic novel was released, becoming one of the first mass-produced books in America. Grand Ole Opry first broadcast from New Home, 1974. The legendary show aired for the first time from the new Grand Ole Opry House in Nashville. Historically significant things that happened on March 16th. U.S. Military Academy at West Point, 1802. While founded on the 15th, it was formally established by Congress on March 16th as a training center for the U.S. Corps of Engineers. National Freedom of Information Day, celebrated on James Madison's birthday to promote the importance of a transparent and open government. Expanding Girls' Horizons in Science and Engineering Month, March, a key day for mentoring sessions in the structural and civil engineering sectors. Historically significant things that happened on March 16th. From financial point of view, Black Monday 2, 2020. During the early COVID-19 pandemic, the Dow Jones plummeted nearly 3,000 points, 12.9%, the largest single-day point drop in history at that time. War on Poverty, 1964. President Lyndon B. Johnson submitted his $1 billion War on Poverty program to Congress, aiming to restructure American economic safety nets. Quote, Historically significant things that happened on March 16th. From physical/mental/relational health point of view. National Vaccination Day, India, a massive annual observance focused on the importance of immunization and the eradication of polio. National Welderly Day 2026, celebrated on the third Monday of March. This day honors the health and vitality of active senior citizens, fitting for my own senior in good health status. Act Happy Day 2026, a day encouraging people to consciously engage in activities that boost mental well-being and positive relationships. Historically significant things that happened on March 16th. From political point of view, James Madison, born 1751, the father of the Constitution and fourth U.S. president, was born. His work on the Federalist Papers remains a cornerstone of political philosophy. The My Lai Massacre, 1968, a somber turning point in the Vietnam War, where U.S. troops killed hundreds of unarmed civilians, leading to a massive shift in domestic support for the war. Crimea Annexation Referendum, 2014. A controversial vote was held in Crimea to secede from Ukraine and join Russia, an event that restructured modern European geopolitics. Robert F. Kennedy enters race, 1968. Senator RFK announced his candidacy for the Democratic presidential nomination, a pivotal moment in one of America's most turbulent political years. Historically significant things that happened on March 16th. From professional point of view, Black Press Day, commemorating the 1827 founding of Freedom's Journal, the first African-American owned and operated newspaper in the U.S. National Barista Day, recognizing the skilled professionals who fuel the workforce with caffeine and hospitality. National Working Moms Day, continuing the recognition of the balancing act performed by professional mothers. Historically significant things that happened on March 16th. From social point of view, Samoset contacts Pilgrims, 1621. Samoset became the first Native American to make contact with the Plymouth colony settlers, famously greeting them in English. National Panda Day, a popular social observance aimed at international conservation efforts for the giant panda. International Day to Combat Islamophobia, a UN-recognized day promoting social tolerance and human rights. Historically significant things that happened on March 16th. From spiritual point of view, first liquid-fueled rocket launch, 1926. Robert H. Goddard launched the first successful liquid-fuel rocket in Auburn, MA. It only flew for 2.5 seconds, but it is the ancestor of all modern space travel. Birth of Georg Simon Ohm, 1789. The German physicist who discovered Ohm's law, V equals I times R, defining the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance. First spacecraft docking, 1966. Gemini 8, piloted by Neil Armstrong and David Scott, performed the first ever docking of two spacecraft in orbit. Antiseptic surgery discovery, 1867. Joseph Lister published his first article in The Lancet, outlining the use of antiseptics to prevent infection during surgery. Historically significant things that happened on March 15th. From scientific and technological points of view, first internet domain name registered, 1985. Symbolics.com became the first ever registered .com domain, marking the literal birth of the commercial internet. First successful liquid propellant rocket, 1926. Robert H. Goddard launched his pioneering rocket in Auburn, Massachusetts, paving the way for space exploration. Incline elevator patented, 1892. Jesse W. Reno patented the endless conveyor, the precursor to the modern escalator. Hi viewers, family and friends, how did you like the content of this video? Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please write in the comments your name and the place you are watching from. Since our viewing family is spread all over the world, it will be nice to know which city and the country you are watching from, so I can say hello to you. Science and technology, reading and listening to the historical accomplishments on this date of those who have gone before us. I, as a professional engineer with interest in structural engineering, energy-efficient buildings, ICF construction, and as Google Docs expert with interest in spreadsheet-based solutions, draw inspiration to ask of myself the million-dollar question, what would I accomplish today? Think about the Japanese practice of Kaizen. Let me know in the comments, what would you accomplish today? Your subscribing to the channel inspires me to post more such videos. Thanks for your patronage. See you in the next video. Sincerely, Yogi Anand.